All right, man, we back. It's your boy CJ Goodfella Sports TV. Let's talk about the NYPD. All right, man. It said that they made up the Shake Shack story, and I'll talk about that at the end. Let's talk about the more interesting story. Is that it's rumors that the NYPD may call a strike on the 4th of July at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they might all not show up to duty. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. So basically, they in their feelings over a lot of the backlash. I mean, they even pepper sprayed a senator or a city councilman and councilwoman in Brooklyn during the George Floyd protest. So NYPD is tired of some of the backlash that it's getting, and they're talking about doing a mass, basically holdout. They talking about, you know, not coming to work. Now they have something in New York called the Taylor Law, where if people, decide not to show up to work, they can be penalized and I guess face jail time. So that's trying to kind of get people from striking. So they trying to strike, according to the New York Post and a few other media publications at 4th of July, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But like it or not, you need the police. Like it or not, you need the police. You talking about defunding the police, and it's been some good stories. I think somewhere in Jersey, somebody was telling me they defunded the police, and they redid the police, the whole police. I forget where it was. I think it was Jersey. The whole police, office and precincts in the city, and crime went down and stuff got better. But like I said before, New York is a big city, and not having police for a whole day, for a whole shift, whatever it is, that's gonna be detrimental. But the Taylor Law, I think it's called, it's against that. So if they don't show up to work, they could face, jail time or face some penalties. And on top of that, they're talking about to get away around that is put in a sick day, and they have some other ways to get around that. So the police are talking about not serving and protecting their community. But at the end of the day, you got to look. I understand there's good cops and there's bad cops out there. That's just the fact of the matter of what it is. But you signed up to protect and serve, and now you face some backlash, which is warranted. We've seen a lot of the New York police officers, treating white citizens in New York different for not social distancing, giving them masks. And then the black citizens, and his brown brothers, they've been beating them up, for a long time, during this coronavirus. And you had the dudes in the Bronx that went into the police office precinct and shot it up. So people tired, but people say F the police, but you need the police. Real talk. It's going to get ugly if they don't show up. 4th of July, they had a horrible Father's Day killing spree in Chicago. The numbers were terrible. But if they don't show up, a lot of y'all going to be in some trouble. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people going to be robbing and going to people's houses and killing people. And, what they say in the first 48 hours is very, very critical to solving the case. So, we can talk shit about the police, but all we asking for them to do is stop killing us and treat us, like you treat, people in the suburbs, like you treat the other, like you treat the clear people. Treat us right. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Understand that, they say if you got 4 people riding in the car, black people, 5 people riding in the car, black people riding in the car, 2 or 3 of them going to have warrants or have a gun or something like that. But like I said, man, I understand their frustration because I couldn't do their job. Straight up and down. I couldn't do their job. Especially in my own city, I couldn't do their job. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to have balls of steel. You know what I'm saying? You got to have ice water in your veins so when you pull over a car, for him not to shoot you. I understand why they nervous and this, that, and the third. And it's even worse right now what's going on in the world, and people, they got a target on their back. But, this is the target that they created, you know what I'm saying, for not treating people right, for not people giving people they reading their rights and assuming that they're going to reach for their gun and shooting them up, and then them not getting no jail time for real. So for them not to show up to work, it can get ugly. And to publicize it or leak it and the criminals know, it can get ugly. Do I think it's going to get to that way? No. The lieutenant or their sergeant already, came out and said that ain't going to happen. So, we'll see what happens as far as that. But, hey, 4th of July, if you don't see as many police officers in New York, then you know why. So, New York is the biggest city in America, I believe. They got, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big, big city, man. Not to have, even losing 10 or 20% of police officers in New York on the 4th of July. If 50% don't show up, That's bad. That's bad. So hopefully they know about that Taylor law. But if the police don't show up and they understand they understand what they understand that they got the leverage, they're not going to throw millions and millions of cops in New York, or how many cops, 500,000, 100,000 cops in jail, and train another 100,000 cops to go on the street. So they know what their leverage is at. And they just trying to show the citizens, like, without us, we need y'all. Y'all need us. But without us, they wouldn't have a job neither. So it got to be some type of common ground between the police and the community. And they got to do some type of reform or restructure on how the police academy is done. And I've always said this, man, that police officers have to do like 150 hours of community service in the city that they're working in, or the district that they're working in, to get to know the citizens, to get to know the kids. And, when you get to know people, you understand where they're coming from, you can sympathize with them, you won't be so quick to judge and kill them. So that's my opinion on that. Now, as well, they're going around saying that the New York cops made up the Shake Shack story. They even went so far to say that they even ordered the shakes online. So how, would the Shake Shack employees know that they was police officers? So they did a full investigation and found out that the bleach story was totally horse shit with the New York PD, NYPD. Now, a week or two ago, what happened was, if you didn't hear this story, that, officers went to Shake Shack, they ate their food, they ate a shake, and they got sick. And they said it was bleach poisoning, in the shake. So they did a full investigation of the Shake Shack on Broadway and something. They did a full investigation. They criminally cleared all the employees there. And now it's found out that they ordered their food online. So how would you know it was a cop? The food was ready when they got there. The milkshakes was ready when they got there. So I don't know what the whole thing was. Was they trying to fake they was sick to get time off? But the thing was, they was working the protest, a protest area. So I don't think they wanted to be out there during the protest. So nobody want to be out there during the protest, because nothing good is going to happen. Like I said, the senator got, pepper sprayed. It's 2 councilmen and women got pepper sprayed, and they out there, riot shooting and bumping the protesters and stuff of that nature. So it sounded like, playing hooky. They didn't want to be out there protesting. They didn't want to be to work. So they went to the hospital. So I don't know if they put their own bleach or they put something in their food to make them sick, or it was an act the whole time. But they basically came out and said it was a hoax. They lied about it, and that was people's jobs on the line. You know what I'm saying? So what the theory that they came up with before they found out it was a hoax was that maybe somebody didn't clean the milkshake machine out that good. But usually, working in restaurants, you have to run a couple test runs through the machine. Maybe run some hot water through it a couple times. But I could have bought that theory, because if you go to New York, and I went to the Shake Shack in Times Square, like, dude, it's humming. It's humming. So, you might rush and cleaned out the milkshake machine. But then again, when you hear that story, that's bad publicity for that Shake Shack. That's bad publicity for that manager. So they should issue them a public apology, and they should fire them cops. Straight up and down. If you don't want to be a cop, or you don't want to work, don't fill out an application. Don't come to work. Straight up and down. You get people like that all the time, in these factories and these 9-to-5 jobs. They come to work with an attitude because they don't want to be there. Don't come to work then. Go starve on the street. Go find another occupation. And I understand that, working the protest is bullshit. I get it. It's a lot of people out there spitting and trying you and testing you and talking shit to you all day. It's a tough job, bro. But this is what you signed up for. When you become a cop, you sign up to put your, life on the line. You sign up for stuff like this gonna happen. And it's just what it is. But to sit there and lie on them Shake Shack employees, and then you creating confusion and chaos, and they accusing each other of doing this, that, and the third, they should issue them an apology. They should, bring them some gift cards down there, or they should do something to compensate the Shake Shack employees that they pressed and they try to press charges on. So don't want to go to work, don't come to work, don't sign up for your occupation. Straight up and down. But hey, let me know what you think about the Shake Shack story. Let me know what you think about the potential boycott of NYPD or strike they might do on 4th of July, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Don't forget, you can always follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those links in the description. We got a Facebook group as well too. If you need to reach out to me, you got business question, inquiry, response, video questions, keep sharing the videos. But Twitter's the fastest way. Then Instagram, then Facebook. Want to make a donation? Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate is to share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow, Goodfellow Sports TV. We gone.